Hello, it's Burgess Taylor, and it's Writer Wednesday. And I have my Writer's Bible out. I have my writer right here, the notebook I'm keeping what I'm writing, my ideas, and everything in for my novel. So, what I've done in my bullet journal is kind of break down what I think each kind of chapter will be probably about based on some of the writing I've done about creativity. One of the things I thought I'd break it down into is doing an introduction. I thought I'd talk about why journal, why be creative, why create, what do you want out of your creativity? And I'm trying to narrow my focus down. Do I want to just talk about creative journaling, or do I want to talk about creativity on a whole? I think I'm going to talk about both: what sparks your creative flame, how to test the waters, exploring your creativity, what interests you outside of your norm, like your comfort zone and things. Are there other things that interest you? Like for me, it's DIY projects. It's also dabbling in other things. Having a creative lifestyle, how to find time to be creative, making the time to be creative, developing the habit of being creative. I want to talk about a lot of those things. So I'm just at the point where I've kind of sort of got an outline formulated. I am actually, for the most part, pantsing this entire Camp NaNoWriMo. I didn't have an outline. I had an idea, a really good idea, and some really good thoughts. And that's what I had. Yeah, getting all of that down and organizing it as I go is one of the things I'm doing. I have done a tremendous amount of videos on Camp NaNoWriMo and on NaNoWriMo events. I have several playlists. If you're interested in any of the playlists, I will leave some links. I think it's really good idea when you're participating in any kind of NaNoWriMo event to check out some of those videos, to check out the forum in NaNoWriMo. They have forums for camp, they have cabins for camp, they have a Facebook group, there are all kinds of things on Twitter. If you look up the hashtag Camp NaNoWriMo, they have word sprints and everything. So it's a really good community if you are wanting to write for the first time, or if you're a veteran writer with Camp NaNoWriMo or NaNoWriMo events. I feel like a veteran, and I feel like any videos I were to do on camp or nano now would sort of be repetitive. I'd be saying the same things over again. So I thought this time around I'd just talk about some of the issues that come up when you're doing events like Camp NaNoWriMo. Finding a balance is hard. I've done videos about that, and no matter how many videos I've done, no matter how many ways and things I've tried, sometimes finding a balance is extremely hard, especially when you have things in your personal life, family, friends, social activities, your job, all those things. When other no, outside of the norm things crop up, makes it very difficult. I think it's also important to kind of keep in mind that one of the best things about these types of events is that it gets you in the daily habit of writing, which is the real big thing. At least that's what it and having fun. Those are the two big things about NaNoWriMo events. Camp is more laid back, so it really should be about creating a daily habit of writing and having a lot of fun. If your word count is higher and you aren't sure that you can do that, you can always lower your word count goal. This time around, I don't have a high word count goal. It's one of the first times I've ever done one that was below like 20 or 25,000 words for an event. But I knew there were going to be a lot of things going on ahead of time. I knew there was no way I was going to be able to write like 1,000 words a day. I knew I wouldn't be able, but I wanted to have a goal that was attainable, but forced me to write pretty much every day. Because I have gotten out of the habit of writing for my fiction or nonfiction every day. I am still writing every day. I'm doing morning pages or evening pages. I'm journaling. But as far as like writing for a book goes, I haven't really been writing every day. And that has to change. So that's one of the great things about Camp NaNoWriMo. I started the Hot and Sticky Writing Challenge. Yeah, didn't do so well. I'm going to continue writing, and then probably after Camp NaNoWriMo, I will continue to write So I may or may not make the mark for the Hot and Sticky Writing Challenge. I'm not giving up on it. I do have, I think, some really good ideas and a really good thing to write. The rest of what I'm writing about, not really going to reveal a whole lot. Like I said, I'm not quite sure right now. I'm just formulating ideas. There have been other books written about creativity. There have been a lot of books written about journaling. And I think, I think a different perspective is always a good thing. And I am slowly but surely changing up my journals towards what I consider to be an artist journal, not necessarily an art journal, but an artist journal. What I'm finding with writing down my thoughts about creativity and living a creative life and journaling that life, putting creativity on the page, using words and art, using arts and using words and art. That's what it's really about for me. And I am finding this whole process of finding my thoughts and working them out on the page in ink and in the computer, are really on the computer, I should say, are really helping me. And I'm excited about it. This is a very good experience. It's been a while since I pantsed. And I think this is a really good introduction to this book for me, to pants, to just kind of get all my thoughts spewed out onto the paper and not to worry about form or format or anything else, and just have fun with putting words on the page. That's it for now. Thank you. I hope you have a good one.